Hey guys, you guys ready for another rant and rumble? So basically, I was thinking about this today, and I was reading about this young kid or whatever who had recently, painted up a guardsman. He was like, blah blah blah, whatever. It's half-assed, but he had done, the face, a shade, and then he did like all the fatigues and the armor and painted up the gun and the medals. So basically it was a fully painted model. It definitely was tabletop standard by all means. But but at least it was done, and he was like, it's kind of a whatever deal. And most people were actually really supportive. They're like, hey man, that's awesome, that's great that you painted your models, because I'd rather see that than a bunch of lifeless gray, across the table. And then that kind of brings me to my point, and it's bringing life into your game. Basically, what I'm going to talk about today is bringing life into your game is... I can't really say it any other way. Bringing life into your game. Pretty much the idea is making sure that your models are painted, 1. 2, you're trying to either, outside of, just your normal casual games that you're playing with your buddies and stuff like that, from time to time mix it up and, keep yourself from getting bored. Add a narrative to your story. Add a, set up a board and make it very, just put a very simple story to why your characters are fighting over this battlefield, or why, the Tyranids are trying to get to this guard outpost, or why the Space Marines are there to save, like, a group of guardsmen. Like, switch it up and make sure that you're bringing life into your games so that you're not getting bored. I think one thing that is really important is painting your models, like I said earlier, because if you don't paint your models, then I don't think you see them as much of as an investment. Yes, they were expensive, but sometimes people get them off eBay, so they might be glued together, kind of halfway done. Maybe you threw one layer of paint over there, or base coated them or something like that, but you don't have any quote unquote, and I'm not saying people who don't paint their models don't have respect for their models, but I think people who paint them have a much greater respect and love for their armies. So I think that's just the point I'm trying to get across. So put some effort into your games. I think that you'll enjoy the game more. I think that you'll be able to dig through some fluff and find some things that you might find very interesting, that might make you more intrigued, or maybe you find something out about a certain unit or a character or something, and maybe you want to own that character now because you want them to play as part of your army. Now, there are people that are competitive that play solely for, this is the army, these are the points, analytical, which is great. There are those people, and they need other people to play with, so perfect, it's great for them. But, I think that's why, it's important to bring some life into your games, because it keeps it interesting, and it keeps it, kind of different. So I didn't have a whole lot, kind of backed up into my mind on this. I just noticed that he had said that, and I was like, you know what, that kid's doing a great job. I'm glad that he's going to paint his guardsmen, because a fully painted guardsman, fully painted orc, or fully painted Tyranid's army is something to behold. I love seeing a fully painted horde army. They're interesting, they're unique, and they're great to have on the field. It's better than seeing 50 Leman Russes, or 3 Land Raiders and a Stormhawk gunship, or whatever. It's better than just seeing them on the vehicle models over and over and over. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for you. Nothing too terribly interesting. Hope that you maybe consider this, maybe take my points of interest along with you, and consider painting your models, or giving them one extra layer of paint, or some extra love this weekend, or something like that. So anyways, have a good weekend. I'll see you later.